New Ford Ranger Raptor is weaker than Toyota HiLux GR Sport in terms of towing comparison. Versatility a key asset for Toyota Australia's new flagship off-road UTA. In an obvious poke at the Ford Ranger Raptor, Toyota has confirmed its new flagship UTA, the 2023 Toyota HiLux GR Sport, will brandish a class-leading 3,500 kg braked towing capacity. While it's not a match for the 292 kW per 583 Nm Raptor, priced from $86,790 plus on-road costs, in terms of either performance or price, the off-road focused 165 kW per 550 Nm GR Sport, $73,990 plus ORCs, arrives as the most expensive and powerful HiLux ever released in Australia. The turbo-diesel GR Sport is also much more fuel-efficient than the turbo-petrol Raptor, claiming an 8.1 L/100 km fuel consumption average compared to 11.5 L/100 km for the Flying Ford. That will deliver a far longer off-road touring range for the Toyota. The thing we are focused on with HiLux is its broadness of its usability, of its practical usage, said Toyota Australia Vice President of Sales and Marketing Sean Hanley. Fitted as standard with a tow bar that's also claimed to improve torsional rigidity, the GR Sport's 3,500 kg towing capacity matches up with the best offered by any other 2.8-liter turbo-diesel HiLux 4x4 dual cab and any of its UTA rivals including the mainstream Ford Ranger. The Raptor's massive twin-turbo V6 performance potential and Fox shock-enabled off-road prowess comes at the cost of towing capability, which is knocked back to 2,500 kg. GR Sport's off-road capability is there in a big way, but it doesn't compromise on the towing, which is a big part of the market, Hanley said. Asked if potential UTA buyers might prefer the GR Sport to the Raptor for that reason, Hanley responded. HiLux buyers are very practical buyers in the whole, and there is no doubt there is that market for a city UTA. It exists and it's a real, but we think our UTA offers both those opportunities. However, he went out of his way to stress the GR Sport was not aimed directly at Raptor. It's not a Raptor competitor, it's not aimed up at that vehicle because it's quite a different vehicle in spec and everything. While much about the HiLux GR Sport has already been announced, braked towing capacity was one of a number of detailed specifications confirmed at this week's media launch. And while the towing number remains competitive, the payload has taken a hit, dropping to 780 kg, well down on the circa 1-ton capability of most 2.8-liter HiLux 4x4 dual cabs. The Ranger Raptor isn't that far behind at 717 kg. It's also been confirmed the GR Sport weighs in at 2,270 kg, 14 kg heavier than the urban-oriented HiLux Rogue with which it shares wider tracks and other key mechanical details. However, it is 160 kg heavier than the staple HiLux SR5 4x4 Auto. But the GR Sport's 8.1 L/100 km fuel consumption claim is 0.3 L/100 km better than the Rogue's and 0.2 L/100 km worse than the SR5 Auto, according to Toyota's own HiLux spec sheet. While the Rogue and GR Sport were tested to the same criteria, Toyota says different atmospheric conditions or slightly different tolerances could account for the variance. The GR Sport does have several unique aerodynamic aids including air curtains. Below we've compiled key numbers announced this week for the GR Sport and how they compare against the Rogue and SR5 Auto. Toyota HiLux won't spawn a Ford Ranger Raptor rival. But there's at least one more surprise coming for the current generation of Australia's top-selling UTA. Toyota says it will not build a Ford Ranger Raptor rivaling version of Australia's favorite UTA, the Toyota HiLux, as heat builds at the top end of the booming dual-cab 4x4 UTA market and buyers continue to demand more power and performance. But the Japanese carmaker says it has at least one more surprise for the current generation HiLux lineup in store for 2024. Speaking at this week's launch of the 2023 Toyota HiLux GR Sport, the new hero of the HiLux lineup, Toyota Australia Sales and Marketing Chief Sean Hanley said there are no plans to produce an even faster or more hardcore HiLux GR variant, as opposed to the lesser GR Sport. "We have no plans now to go any further up the stream, but we'd never rule it out," he said when asked about the potential for a Raptor rival. "We're not even considering a higher model than what we've got, it's not even on our radar." Priced from $73,990 before on-road costs, the GR Sport gets revised software to eke 10% more power from its 2.8-liter four-cylinder turbodiesel engine, at 165 kilowatts per 550 Newton-meters. It's accompanied by a recalibrated 6-speed auto designed to give slicker shifts. There's also a thick metal bash plate underneath, red recovery hooks at the rear, red brake calipers and rock rails for hardcore off-roading. Inside, the pinnacle of the HiLux lineup gets sportier front seats, red seatbelts, and unique trim, including perforated suede seat trim. But there is at least one more new HiLux variant coming, with Hanley confirming there will be a surprise in 2024. "We have at least one more HiLux surprise in store in the next year," he said after announcing the HiLux GR Sport to the media this week. "There's no shortage of rivals for the HiLux these days, with Ford leading the way by expanding its Ranger lineup at the top end of the market. As well as the Raptor, Ford offers the Wildtrak X, arguably the closest competitor to the HiLux GR Sport, and recently added the luxury Platinum trim line to the Ranger lineup. And it seems Toyota is watching." Hanley left the door open for additional variants of the HiLux, something made easier by the still-fresh Toyota Conversion Center on the outskirts of Melbourne. "These are all opportunities for us," he said when asked whether Australians could see more versions of the HiLux. "Potentially, yes. We look at everything." The Toyota Conversion Center makes minor local alterations to cars that couldn't economically be done on the high-volume production line in Thailand where HiLux Utes are manufactured. "It's all about smaller vehicle programs that are tailored to individual market segments, something Toyota says gives it more agility to respond to customer demands. We're no longer locked into these product cycles of yesteryear," said Hanley. "We're nimble, we're quick, we're bringing cars to market."